Good morning to Doctor and my fellow classmate. The movie I'm going to talk about today is The Plastic Paradise Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Plastic Paradise is an independent documentary film that chronicles Angel Sun's personal journey of discovery to one of the most remote places on Earth, Midway Atoll, to uncover the truth behind the mystery of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. It is also home to a vast array of wildlife, more than 2 million albatross nests here. For part of the year, that's about 70% of all the licensed albatross in the world. Along the way, she meets scientists, influencers, researchers, and volunteers who shed light on the effects of our rapid plastic consumptions and learns the problem is more insidious than we could have ever imagined. In this movie, I found 5 scenes that are attractive and interesting to share with you all.
Looks like it's been a purposely discarded net.
Can you tell where it's from?
Unfortunately, no. It's too big. This boat will sink. It's probably close to a ton, I would guess,
Really?
or more.
We saw a number of coral heads broken off. They were still alive, but they were broken off. They're not going to be alive for long. So this is a perfect example of can't leave it behind. You really want to get it in as soon as you can and stop that from happening. It's too dangerous to leave it out there.
I never realized until I had to physically pull up a giant fishing net made of plastic materials just how destructive it could be. The net was so big and so heavy, we thought we would never get it into the boat.
This is the scene where to show how much plastic, like the fishing net, affecting and destroying the coral reef system or the undersea ecosystem. The reason I choose this scene is that coral reefs is so important that they are the second most diverse ecosystem in this planet. Reefs provide coastal protection food for millions of people and life-saving drugs like one for childhood leukemia. There are thousands and thousands of species on reefs, and each species has a different level in the food chain. That network is supporting all of the life in the sea and ultimately is helping to support human life. Like one of the researchers inside said, if reefs in trouble, the oceans will be in trouble. If the ocean in trouble, we humans are also will be in trouble too.
Fish that we see on our tables at a restaurant fare are now being affected by plastic.
So I filleted this fish, thinking I'm going to eat it, and here's what I found. It's full of plastic. The plastic isn't benign. The fish won't pass it. The plastic is full of persistent organic pollutants, things like PCBs, DDT, PAHs, things that are known human carcinogens and endocrine disruptors, things you don't want in your body, but they're in the fish that we eat.
For the second scene, the reason I chose is that the fish or the undersea creature is being polluted by the plastic, and we as humans will also be affected as we eat the fish as our food. There are close connections between plastic and our food supply, and these harmful chemicals are capable of leaching out into our body. Thus, humans' life will be in danger due to this.
We're going to collect your blood and we're going to determine how much bisphenol A was in your body when you came into the laboratory.
So it would be a total of 20 cc's today.
We have to do 2.
We do 2.
Oh my gosh.
Uncurl your toes.
Oh,
We're getting close.
am I doing okay? Oh my gosh, that's a lot of blood.
There you go.
Then what we're going to do is have you hold a piece of thermal paper for a couple minutes.
You ready to go? Ready? Okay. So go ahead. There you go.
This is what I normally do with my receipts when I get them from the store.
And think about how many times you touch a receipt.
Okay, now I do. Open this
Oh my gosh!
Don't touch anything. Yeah, don't touch anything.
Is this BPA on my hand?
It sure is. You shouldn't have to worry about touching a receipt paper. You know.
Because plastics are in every facet of our lives, we are exposed to these things, and everybody is exposed to them. It's like we're all in the midst of a giant, uncontrolled experiment.
The reason I chose this experimental scene is that I want to show how much humans' life have been exposed to plastic pollution without our knowing in our daily life. For example, the receipt that we buy things from the market. This BPA, bisphenol A chemical, can mess up our body's internal signaling system that cause us problems from diabetes to brain disorders and cancer.
We could take a quick look just in case and cut it open. It does actually have some stuff in it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, gross.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Fishing line. Oh, look at that big piece of plastic.
Oh my
in there.
goodness. What do you think that
It
is?
almost looks like a cap to a permanent marker, something like that.
Oh,
A lot more fishing line coming out there.
wow. This is average.
Yep, this is probably just an average amount.
And we see bellies full of plastic. Could that be an indicator of our future?
For this scene, I want to show how much damaging that bring by the plastic pollution to the wildlife. The wildlife will think that the plastic as their food, and they cannot differentiate the plastic like humans do. So eventually, the wildlife will be poisoned by the plastic and died. But the plastic will still there as it cannot be composed. It will become garbage again or soon be eaten by other wildlife again.
I'm just wondering, like, what you think from.
What is that?
Well, it's a bird with plastic in its belly.
Well, that's not good.
I know. So I'm just wondering.
bird. Shouldn't be eating plastic.
I went to Midway Atoll, like in the middle of the Pacific. That's what I found. Like that was. I mean, what do you say to that?
My family's been in business for 100 years. We employ 1,800 people around the world, provide them with good jobs. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that plastics are harmful and evil. I can't.
Okay, so here's another picture.
I really don't like where this is going.
Okay.
I'd really like to see you erase that.
Oh. Sorry.
Come over here.
Yeah.
The client is upset.
Leave the property.
Oh. Okay.
If we catch you back on property, we'll have you criminally trespass.
Okay.
The last scene that I chose from the movie is that the reason is that I want to show how selfish are these big companies. They only think of themselves and the profits they will obtain from producing various types of plastic products. They don't have awareness of the global issues out there and our earth is in sick. And they just don't care about that. After watching this film, I found that this documentary to be very informative and eye-opening regarding plastics. I never gave a lot of thought to the lifespan of the plastic. How absolutely pathetic that we humans are too lazy to give up a bit of convenience in order to save our planet for the future of the human race. The plastic is not only cannot be disposed, but also will lead to other issues such as garbage pollution and water pollution. I realize how much importance of using recyclable items to replace the plastic products. I would definitely recommend this movie to my friends and people around me. Even the movie is set in many parts, but people need to see this and wake up to what our overuse of plastic is doing to our world. This is a great movie for anyone who wants to know more about what's going on in the world, concerning the environment, our impact on it, and what we can do to make it become better. That's all from me. Thank you.